blowing trees, hear that voice in the headstrong. On an interstate in traffic, but I swerve. I was like, oh, for the night, what's the word? Now, what's the lady hit me up, we could go. Now, I got hella features, she got hella features. Shimmy hella geeked up, she be blowing shisha. She on me loud, hope them boys don't creep up. I don't know a thing, if you do not sneak up. In my own world, I don't try to kill time. Don't be trying to front like I ain't what you want. I ain't here to stun, let me take you out for lunch. I'ma get you drunk, yeah, feeling on your buns. Licks in the blunt, I got ash in my cup. All these girls showing up, but I don't give a fuck, cause you the one I want, girl. You the one I want. You the one I want, girl. You the one I want. Hey, hey, come and show me love. You wanna be a rider. And I'm feeling high, she can't deny it. She a bad joint named Maya. And when I seen her, man, she look fire. She got me feeling higher than the sour. So I'm trying to feel what she doing, she like nada. So she just chillin', about to get up in the shower. I said, alright, cool, I'ma be there in an hour. I just wanna live like a Kuna Matata. I ain't got no time for no baby mama drama. All up on my comments, my letters, no tomatoes. Niggas always packing what they got up in they wallet. Ain't no really telling them we let it see tomorrow. Get it on my own, I ain't really tryna bar. So I stay fly, gotta get up in the sauna. So tell me what it ain't. Try to go soft, it just made the pressure. Boy, it gotta be fighting. Windows.
Man, it's been one hell of a week. Let's start.
Green light, let's get it. I'm the future, I'm in it. Check score, I'm winning. Green light, let's get it. I just win. I'm 10.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry. Things are a little bumpy right now because I'm just going through it. This week has been horrible for me. I'm trying to figure out what to do because my rent, they decided to go up at almost $500. I don't know where the hell I'm supposed to get that from. And just this morning, my goddamn modem decided it didn't want to work no more. Man, right now I'm going through it. So all I ask is for prayer and understanding and patience, because this is going to possibly be one hell of a struggle. I'm on a public signal, so the shit is not that bad because everybody and their mama on the bitch. So if I go off or something or I don't see what you say, please forgive me in advance. Like I said, I'm struggling with some shit right now. As you can see, I got my hair going on and I'm in the water because it's fucking hot. Air conditioner stopped working too. I'm just gonna say that for now. I ain't gonna repeat this shit. Like I said, my head is somewhere, but like I said, this is bigger than me. I'm trying to get y'all to actually know what's going on, which is actually what is woke. But anyways, let's move on to the first story. Give me a second here. Oops, shit. And then the smoke got me. All right, so I'm doing a little new thing here, getting the little titles up. So, here's the weekly catch up, y'all. The weekly catch up. Because this shit right here, some of this stuff I already reported, some stuff I couldn't report, and some stuff I just wanted to the freaking avoid. But you know, I can't be rude like that and not give y'all the news. So give me just a second here. All right, so finally we are learning why Jamie Foxx was hospitalized. I really didn't give a damn. Hey Terry, how you doing? As you can see, my voice is a little because I'm still going through it, but I'm trying to see it in a brighter view. Anyways, so Jamie Foxx's health scare last year was one of the biggest stories in entertainment. Everyone in the world was wondering what happened to the talented singer, actor, and all around entertainer. I'll tell you that real quick. We're not going to stay on too long on this, but I am a little nosy. I want to know why. Give me a second here. So this was reported on the first. Let me go through it real quick so I can tell you exactly what it was. Apparently, on April 11th last year, he had a headache. He asked his boy for an Advil, and he was gone for 20 days. He was in Atlanta. They told him his sister and daughter took him to the hospital. There's something going on up. There's something going on up there. Said something like that. Trying to get to this. What the hell was wrong? Shit, because this is just a catch up. There he is right there. He had no memory of what happened. Like I said, I'm trying to get to what the hell happened. Let's see here now. The smoke group as far as that they also where it died. Thankfully, the rumors were false. Okay. It was announced her father was hospitalized. Luckily, we're in the family's privacy. God dang it. I feel like I got tricked. Y'all bastards did not tell me what happened. It was just a medical complication. Many people believe Puppy had something to do with his hospitalization. I wouldn't know, but I can tell you right now, apparently it was a lot of medical complications that did it. Because apparently that is it. I don't see no more on this, and I don't want to look at no more weird ass pictures that might pop up. But man, that's one thing. That's one thing. Let me go back. Well, I'm not done. I just wanted to get out of that. That was a little weird right there. But yeah, Diddy's up in here. The diddler is in here. So that was what was going on with Jamie. Like I said, we just going straight through these things. We're not going to stay too long. We're just updating. This is a new segment. I decided to move some stuff around. Remember when I reported about this dude? Just letting you remember this. This is the black cop that was in that lives in Hawaii, that they basically decided to, scare him, harass him. What the hell is that chain? I hope that was a joke. Anyways, 4 deputies from Hawaii Department of Law Enforcement were accused of giving their black co-worker a pretty hard time last year. By a hard time, we mean they allegedly racially harassed him for months. You remember the chicken? Yeah, that's all him. So right now, they're like, I think they're fired or suspended, but it's kind of interesting. We didn't hear a lot. We're also going to look at a lot of the black celebs we lost in 2024. Damn, we just got to the middle. So black people have had a significant impact on every aspect of life, from entertainment to sports to politics to business. We've made this world a better place. Sadly, 2024 has seen us lose some of these industries' most important figures as we make it halfway through the year. So if you want to check that out, this is on theroot.com. Check out the celebs we lost in 2024. I am not sticking to that. Like I said, I'm going straight through. because some of this stuff I've reported, some of this stuff I don't care. So I did report about the 4 Missouri prison guards with their sadistic asses. This poor man. So in the same day, for 4 Missouri police guards got mollywopped with both unaliving homicide charges and a lawsuit. For what you asked, the cops were named in an alleged ambush and torturous unaliving of a black inmate during a drug raid. I hope they get it all the smoke they gave that poor man. Here comes another one. Louisiana man sent a chilling warning ahead of crime spree. He don't look too stable. Anyways, I hope I didn't go to school with that dude. In 2021, the Louisiana neighborhood of Bogalusa was terrorized by a black man who rode around pew-pewing aimlessly at children and families. Turned out he sent out a warning ahead of his pew-pew spree. Well, damn. That's all I can say. Damn. And they just found this out? Good grief. What else happened this week? Where was Bryson, son of ex-NFL player, reappears after mysteriously vanishing amidst DV. Yeah, that man looks very disturbed. So we're not going to look at what happened to that little boy, but Indiana authorities were on search for a 14-year-old boy for the past 2 weeks until he finally reappeared mysteriously. We don't know what's more suspicious, his sudden vanishing at the same time, his son is vanishing, or the DV accusations that came against his family at the same time of his disappearance. Yeah, that sounds sus. Once again, you hear more about that on the route. I'm just going with, things that really struck me. I didn't see that last week. I missed it. I can't get everything, but I'm going to get as many as I can, especially the ones that affect all of us. So right-wing activists on witch hunt to get rid of, okay, I guess they bringing this back. They went hard on her. She didn't have nothing to do with it. She's just doing her job, and they screwed her over. And apparently, I guess they brought this shit back. I don't know why. So what do you like about being white? I asked his question to anti-critical race theory advocate Christopher Rufo. He said that whiteness was always only painted as negative, so I asked him to offer something different. I really don't want to know about his response. You can check that out as well on here. Like I said, I'm just doing this because stories that I might have missed. I'm just letting y'all know about it. So the wild reason Young Thug's fate in YSL Rico trial will take longer than expected. Good grief. So Young Thug's trial has been anything but normal, not only due to his popularity as an artist, but also the shenanigans that have occurred in the courtroom. So basically, the judge illegally had a meeting with the witness and the prosecution. The defendants found out, the lawyer called him out. He sent him to jail. This is going to be a mess because now you got a corrupt judicial system, and you can't even fight back against it. So yeah, wow. It's a good thing I watched the news independently. Shit, I wouldn't have known. Oh, the Diddler's back again. Diddy facing even more legal problems this week. See, this is this week. What the hell? Despite how quiet Sean Diddler Combs has recently been, his legal troubles will continue to be loud, along with being notified by federal authorities last week that he is the subject of a criminal investigation. The Diddler has also been named in a new lawsuit that claims he trafficked a woman for years during his infamous all-white parties. Man, just go sit somewhere in a corner behind some bars. You can put them up there yourself. Go get them to go on house arrest. Shit, I don't know what to tell you. And that's the update for what happened this week in the news. That man got some issues. Before I continue, because we got fuckery to do, check out my commercial. Whew, I'm going through some shit. I'm just letting you know. I'm struggling, but like I said, this is bigger than me. I got to get the word out. This is what real woke is, letting y'all know what actually happened. So even if I'm going through some shit, I got y'all back. Here we go. Oh shit. Sorry.
It's just me and the fam. It's just me and the fam. Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house,
All right. So, thank you very much. So please do like, share, subscribe if you will. I have actually gotten to 122. If you haven't seen me in the last 2 weeks, that is a blessing. I'm looking for as many blessings as I can in this field of mess. So I'm just letting you know. It looks like I've gotten up to 9,000 views. I hope this continues. I got my After Effects out already, and I'm ready to do some more content. But moving on, I do have an update for you. It is still fuckery, but I do have an update. Remember when I reported about old girl that went to the Bahamas? Well, they got some more information on her. I hope she's alive. That's all I can say.
Emotional content.
So, new development in search of Chicago woman missing in Bahama leaves more questions. This reported 11 hours ago. I did not know she was blonde. But anyways, so Taylor Casey. Oh, thank you so much. Taylor Casey, a black woman from Chicago and avid yoga enthusiast, booked a trip to Sivananda Ashram yoga retreat in the Bahamas, but that was back on June 19th. She hasn't been seen since, and that is not good. After seemingly no leads at all to where she disappeared to, the Royal Bahamas Police Force announced that they found her cell phone in nearby waters. They also found other personal items, including a journal and Bible. However, her passport is still missing. Authorities said that the search is continuing with divers tracking dogs and drones. Despite these seemingly intense measures to locate Casey, suspicions rose around how serious the investigation is being taken. A statement from the Find Taylor Casey Facebook page claimed that local missing persons flyers of Casey weren't found around the yoga retreat where she was staying, nor around the police station. The statement also said that some of her fellow travelers had no knowledge about the case. Unfortunately, that is what people have to be nowadays, because one, you got these really ignorant people coming over. What are they? The passport bros pissing off people and disrespecting people. Then you got I understand it's all about female independence and whatnot, but when you going that far away from your home and nobody is sure where the hell you are, yeah, I don't think that was her best decision. Real talk. Yeah, exactly. Outside of the country. I don't think that was the best choice for her to go ahead and do that, because now, nobody knows where she is. The phone was found in the water, not to mention other stuff. So we can only imagine. That sounds like they were trying to make her disappear. Real talk. That's all I have to say. It sounds like they had already decided and no one can find the passport. So I can only imagine maybe they're going to try and sell that passport for more money. But oh shoot, I forgot to put up the little banner. Give me a second here. I keep forgetting. This is a new thing. My homeboy told me I should do this, and I keep forgetting. So this is the update on that. Yeah, I keep forgetting to put up these little signs. Hopefully they find her, but if not, I don't know what to say. But let's move on to the next story, because there's more fuckery. It's more fuckery straight up. All right, so man sentenced for unaliving fiance who remains were found in a trash bag. You just ain't got no respect. You just really don't have no respect, do you? That is disgusting. There's been a lot of disrespect for those who have passed lately, and I don't understand it. Real talk. I have issues with that. So this was reported on the 5th. It's a beautiful young lady. I mean, really, can't y'all just break up? What the hell? A California man has been sentenced for the unaliving of his fiancee, whose dismembered remains were found in a trash bag. According to People, 43-year-old Joseph Roberts was sentenced to 15 years to life in connection to the unaliving of Rachel Elizabeth Imani Buckner, 27. That is a long ass name. She was very young compared to him. I don't know what attracted her to him, but maybe he was good looking. I don't know. She was very beautiful. Roberts was also ordered to pay $19,818 in restitution. Roberts' sentencing occurs after the Alameda Police Department responded to a suspicious circumstance report on July 20th, 23, which led to discovery of a dismembered body later identified as Buckner in a black garbage bag along a trail on Bay Farm Island. Seriously, Just break the hell up. God dang. Not the person, just break up the relationship. According to the Alameda County District Attorney's Office, Roberts and Buckner initially met at Golden Gate University Law School in 2019. The two reportedly lived in an apartment together and were engaged at the time of Buckner's unaliving. Please do, because that's disgusting. First of all, that takes too much energy. Seriously. What is that they say? That is a crime of passion, I believe, because you just put too much effort into this shit. I would have just broke up with the motherfucker, or you could have just ghosted her. Shit. Put her shit on the side of the road would have been better than this. Police records show Pleasanton police officers were called to the apartment for multiple welfare checks and DV calls. Although Miss Buckner was living with Mr. Robert at the time of her disappearance, the evidence shows that he never reported she was missing, the DA's office said in a statement. A GoFundMe campaign was reported to raise money for funeral expenses. While we hope this sentence will provide a sense of closure, no punishment will ever undo what Joseph Roberts did to Rachel and the lasting impact it will have on her family. District Attorney Pamela Y. Price said in a statement following Roberts' sentencing. Words are inadequate to describe what Rachel Imani Buckner's family must be feeling at this moment after their loved one was tragically taken from them in such an unthinkable way. Seriously, dude, you got issues. I don't know why you couldn't just break up with her ass. Shit. I'm pretty sure if you were engaged, you knew where she lived. If she was annoying to you, or you just couldn't handle it, or you wanted to play around, you could have easily have just picked up her stuff, picked her up, not even manhandling, escorted her out your apartment and brought her back to some family members, and that would have been that. I'm pretty sure she had somewhere she came from. You didn't have to do all this shit. That's all I'm saying, because this was really uncalled for. That there's a special place for you down there. That's all I gotta say. Woo, Lord, I don't know what to tell you. It's disgusting. Real talk. I don't even like seeing scabs. Seriously, I got issues with some kind of body horror sometimes. I love the horror, but body horror be messing me up. But you know, the fuckery ain't over. You know, I got to continue to piss you off. So grandmother pew-pewed and unalived on front porch while on phone with daughter. Hold on, let me change this banner, because I got to make sure I know which stories, because I'm going to cut this stuff up. All right. So, yeah, poor grandma, because I didn't know what else to say about this shit right here. Shit, I think I went straight through that thing again. Anyways, a Milwaukee woman was fatally pew-pewed on her front porch while she was on the phone with her daughter, according to WISN. The pew-pewed unaliving of a 47-year-old LaShonda's 47 grandma. Wow. Yeah, okay. 47-year-old LaShonda Schumpert unfolded at roughly 3:30 a.m. at the front door of her home. My granddaughter called me at 3 this morning, screaming and all, and I could, oh, that's the mom, not the grandma. Okay. And I could understand that. Still, you got some 47-year-old grandmas, you do. And I could understand that I couldn't understand what she was saying. Who's calling me? Hold on real quick, because I ain't got no money. Hello? Hello? Yes. Yes. This is her. I'm not good. I already talked to somebody. I have a schedule for somebody to fix my modem as of Tuesday. And that's the thing. I told her that I will be home by 4 o'clock. I work in Lexington. That's an hour away. And she said she set it up for after 4 o'clock. The modem doesn't work. You plug it up, you unplug it, it doesn't work. The light doesn't come on, none of that. I already had this conversation. No, sir. I've done this before. I already did this, sir. And right now I'm kind of busy. Okay, thank you. Damn. Whoo, Lord Jesus, help me. Y'all, I'm sorry. That was the slowest talking motherfucker I ever met in my life. He need to shut the hell up. Oh my God, he's talked so fucking slow. Okay, so like I said, my modem broke. This bastard sitting up here trying to put me through the whole damn rigmarole that I went through before. We are not doing that again. So as I said before, please excuse my internet if it's messed up. Like I said, I'm on a public freaking signal. This dude decided he wanted to have a conversation, and I didn't want to talk to his ass. Shit. Come on, can we go over some other steps? We already went over the steps. The light doesn't come on. You plug the damn thing in, it doesn't come on. What the hell can you do from there? Anyways, let me continue because I'm irritated as hell with this fool calling me. People just ain't got no respect. And then when you try to get them off the phone, you got to damn near cuss their ass out. I already talked to the person before then. She tried several times to raise my fucking bill. I'm already dealing with my fucking rent. Hell no. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm triggered right now. Let's see here now. So my granddaughter called me at 3 this morning, screaming and all, and I couldn't understand what she was saying. I could understand what she was saying, and she did. Somebody pew my mom, so I didn't come to my car, came down here. Maylene Dilworth Jordan, Schumpert's mother, said. Okay, that was confusing as hell. I hope this explains a little better because I just read exactly word for word what the hell this was. Family member says Schumpert, who was a mother of 6 and grandmother to 18 children. Damn, them mothers. Oh wait, each kid had maybe each child had 3. I don't know. Was on the phone with one of her daughters when she was pewed unalive. Damn. Oh, I feel really bad for that mother. I feel bad for the child that was on the phone. I feel bad for that mother. I wonder if it was retaliation or stray people. I think it was stray because apparently it sounds like it was just a house full of women and children. But let me continue so I can understand this clearly because I really still don't understand what the heck it was about. Let's see. But to my knowledge, she was on the porch. Somebody knocked at the door, and I think she opened the door and got pewed. And we have no idea. You know, the mom, she's a grandmother. She doesn't go nowhere, and she doesn't bother anybody. So we don't know. Dilworth Jordan, that's the daughter, said. Emergency responders arrived at the scene shortly after the pew, but they weren't able to revive Schumpert. Schumpert's father recalled how his daughter loved being a grandmother. This is a very young family or a very old family. Some of the children were at Schumpert's home at the time of the pew. Oh, she was fun. She could say, she could sing. She was fun. She could say, she could sing. She was a fun daughter. She was my oldest baby. She was really fun. Wayman Schumpert, the victim's father, said. Milwaukee police are still investigating the incident. This is, I don't know. This is a very young family, but either way it goes. Just because I don't think she did anything. This is a grandmother, a mother, just, living her life. That's all I can say. I don't know what else to tell y'all, but it's really a fucked up thing that it happened. And I hope and I pray for their family. That is just fucked up. And it's really fucked up that the mom was on the phone with the child when this happened. I don't wish that on nobody. Nobody should have to experience that. Real talk. Once again, if you're seeing me and you're seeing like a fucked up, like a reception or something, I'm going through it. The modem decided to break this afternoon. Somebody who talks slower than a damn turtle walks called me just a few minutes ago after I already had the same damn conversation 3 hours ago. My rent is up and I'm just stressed. Okay. So, if I'm kind of shaky and shit, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. And, I just need y'all to pray for me because I'm just all over the place. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that the reception is good. I was worried because, like I said, the shit. I hope I get a discount. Shit, I'm paying for this shit, and y'all took me off of that assistance program, so I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, let's go on. After this next one, I'll do my commercial, but y'all got to see this shit. This dude, I don't know what to say. Does he not realize he's considered brown? That's all I got to say.
Emotional content.
So if y'all don't know who this dumbass is, this is dumbass Garcia or Ryan Garcia. Jackass's last name is obviously not Anglo-Saxon. He is covered in tattoos and he clearly has a rather dark visage, since we got to get intelligent with dumbasses. This was reported on the 5th. This jackass can't seem to stay out of trouble. Dumbass Garcia was expelled by the World Boxing Council on Thursday after he repeatedly used racial slurs against black people and disparaged Muslims in comments. That means some people got a double whammy because some people are black and Muslim. God dang. You just full of shit, ain't you, Mr. Dumbass? In comments live streamed on social media, WBC President Mauricio Suleiman announced the penalty against Dumbass on the you don't deserve your name right now on the social media platform X, Twitter. Exercising my authority as president of the WBC, I am hereby expelling Dumbass from any activity with our organization. Suleiman posted, "We reject any form of discrimination." Yeah, I need to talk to the MMA about the that there does need to be some discretion. People born, yeah, they shouldn't be fighting others. Yeah, I'm just saying. Dumbass posted an apology of sorts on Twitter, which means it was half-assed. It didn't really matter. Nobody gave a fuck, and he was being an asshole. I was trolling. I want all the unaliving to stop. That makes no sense. Why did you say that? Dumbass wrote, "I love everyone. Sorry if I offended you." No, what do you mean if you specifically mentioned a group that has a repeated letter 3 times, and if you don't know, you need to take your ass to school. Good, he can outbox with WBC. Yeah, and the last fight he won against that black boy, he was on drugs. So I don't know if he fairly won that shit with his short, disgusting ass. All he's been doing is being disparaging for the last year I've seen him. And honestly, I didn't know who the fuck he was until he started this shit. An attorney representing Dumbass did not immediately respond to an email from the Associated Press seeking comment. Last month, Dumbass was suspended for a year by the New York State Athletic Commission, which also ruled that his April 20 victory over Devin Haney would be considered a no contest after he tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs. Side note, if anybody is interested, I am selling a punching bag just in case I have to evacuate. I told you I'm going through it. And my brain is going everywhere, but I'm trying. That just brought my thoughts up. Man, I'm always on the hustle. But here's my commercial, y'all. And like I said, pray for me. My brain is just not there right now. I just don't got no control right now. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little Tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
All right, so GOP, these jackasses, lawmaker slammed for calling White House press secretary DEI hire. So apparently nobody, and here go this nasty hat. Oof, man, don't shake hands with her, please. She nasty. I know she didn't have no wipes. I know she didn't have no hand wipes. Beetlejuice, bitch. Anyways, a GOP lawmaker is facing backlash after referring to White House press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre as a DEI hire. On Tuesday, July 2nd, have y'all seen some of the motherfuckers that actually speak for the press? I'm just wondering because honestly, she's doing the same damn thing everybody else has done that I've seen on the fucking news. I haven't seen anything better or less. Actually, she looks better than a lot of motherfuckers too, because can we talk about the damn bitch that was with Trump with no facial expressions whatsoever? I mean, yeah. Anyways, and that bitch, ain't she like the governor of Oklahoma now? I don't know what that bitch name is. All I know is she looked like her face was made out of wax. Just never changed. On Tuesday, July 2nd, a Colorado representative, Lauren Beetlejuice Bobart Dirty Hands, suggested that Jean-Pierre was only hired to fill a diversity quota. Then you must be the hire for the dumbasses. Yeah, they do, but still, the whole concept is they going at her because she's black and gay. My issue is this, bitch. You really ain't got shit to talk about. You're stupid. First of all, we've kind of figured that one out. You're not that damn smart. I'm not sure how you got the job you got. Then you got re-voted in, so I'm starting to question the people that voted your dumb ass in. You got caught touching some man that wasn't your husband in a Beetlejuice musical. Of all places, you dirty bastard. Nobody needs to touch your hand as long as they live, you nasty thing, you. Oh, you gross. You gross. Anyways, she says, I couldn't care less about what at Press Sec has to say today. Boebert tweeted, it's between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m., which means President Joe Biden supposedly should be coherent enough to take a few questions from the press. Instead, Americans are supposed to listen to the discredited DEI hire pass. Bitch, you just ain't got nothing else to do, huh? Because I mean, seriously, this country is going to hell in a fat bread basket, and y'all assholes got time for this shit. But how about we talk about the fact that inflation is so fucked up, and that's not the president's fault. It's the whole situation. All of y'all motherfuckers are together in this bullshit. Motherfuckers can't afford to eat, let alone live. I'm sitting up here trying to figure out how to live in a car, you bitch. All because y'all busy hating on each other. I don't give a shit what's going on. Just get your ass off of Twitter. Pierre never said anything when her fellow Haitians were being whipped at the border. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I could care less about her. I don't be paying attention to what she says. But I think Boebert, who actually has more control than anything, needs to sit her dumb ass down and be quiet and eat her food and actually do her fucking job. That's my issue. I don't give a damn who the hell is press secretary. I really didn't know she was press secretary. I just knew it was a very apathetic looking woman up there who had the same hairstyle, real talk. But when you call out somebody for some stupid shit, now I got a problem with you. Because seriously, DEI hire you, jackass. You are a DEI hire. Man, I'm starting to think you are disabled. I'm disabled, and I think you're a disabled hire too. Really. You have cognitive faculties that are lacking. Woo, Lord, why did he? Whew, Lord Jesus Christ. So people got on her ass. DEI hire, tell everyone you're a racist without saying it out loud. And boy, are they doing it. DEI of hire versus a GED hire. You have a lot of nerve, nasty lady. Florida Democrat Mike Harvey tweeted. Real talk, you will not be in the car. Oh, girl, thank you so much. But I'm just saying that's how serious it is. But we got Congress women and men sitting their dumb asses online just antagonizing people for the hell of it. You got time to do that shit? Get your ass in the damn office and help us. Motherfuckers, we are not making it out here. And y'all motherfuckers, all y'all doing is getting fatter and fatter. When we run out of fucking blood to suck out, what you gonna do then? That's all I want to know. Because all of us gonna basically have to be back into the way primitive Native American when they was making their own huts and shit. Because that's about the only thing we all gonna be able to afford. And when I say we, I mean this nation. Because I'm telling you right now, you rich motherfuckers, your time is numbered. If we don't succeed, y'all motherfuckers don't succeed. But you ain't got that in your head. Yeah, they don't give a shit about us. But I'm telling you right now, when we start not being able to pay their fucking bills and shit, they gonna remember that. But here comes some more fuckery. That's all I gotta say. It's fuckery in the highest degree. That's. Welcome back, Darky. Teacher accused of making racist remarks in classroom. Man, I hope this ain't real. Because seriously, I'm already in a bad mood. And those desks are horrible. A Florida middle school teacher has been accused of hurling racist remarks toward a black student in the classroom. According to the Atlanta Black Star, Adrienne Stanley filed a lawsuit in May on behalf of her son, alleging that the 7th grade student was subjected to disparate treatment, disparaging treatment, different terms, conditions, and was held at a different standard because of his race at Tallahassee Classic School. The lawsuit cites treatment from English, not surprised. Exactly. I told y'all we just need to fucking get this fucking peen off of us. This peen-shaped tumor needs to come off. That's all I have to say. The lawsuit cites treatment from an English teacher named Stephen Agelis, who allegedly would openly use the N-word in classroom and address Stanley's son as Darky in February 2022. Y'all need that on recording, please. After the 7th grader returned to class following an absence, Agelis allegedly said, "Welcome back, Darky," in front of his peers. Stanley set up a meeting with the school's principal, Hope Catasquila, who resigned in 2023. I wonder why. And Aguiles, who admitted to making the Ross's comments according to the lawsuit. After addressing the incident, the principal, I ain't saying her name again, failed to discipline the dumbass, prompting Stanley to remove her child from the school in May 2022. You should have removed that child way before then. When he said that shit the first time, you should have removed him and then did the lawsuit. The principal hasn't publicly commented on the lawsuit. However, Carol Wynn, who replaced the dumbass principal, resigned last month, just weeks after the lawsuit was filed. So that's two of them, two motherfuckers. The family is suing the school. That's why they went through two principals. According to the Tallahassee Democrat, the circumstances leading to Wynn's forced resignations are unknown. She probably said something stupid. Somebody recorded her ass and blackmailed her. I wouldn't be surprised, real talk. But that's what's going in there. And once again, I have forgotten to put up the damn title of the fucking story because I keep forgetting. This is news. This is a new situation I'm trying to do, and my head is somewhere else, like I said. But let's move on. Lord. So the next story, here we go. I'm just everywhere right now. Give me patience, y'all.
And then the smoke got me.
Cop caught on camera stealing $900 cash from black driver during arrest. Look, bitch, we already broke. You already going to give us a big ass ticket, so then you got to steal too? Damn. A former Charlotte, North Carolina police officer was caught on camera stealing money from a black man during an arrest per WSOC. Ex-officer Henry Chapman was arrested on charges of embezzlement in connection to the March 14th arrest. Body camera footage of the incident shows police taking a man into custody for outstanding warrant for weapon violations. One police officer searched the man and found 2 bundles of cash, one of which was in a rubber band. In the video, Chapman put the man in the back of the patrol vehicle as another officer put items from the suspect's pocket into the passenger seat. Chapman then drove the man to the police building. In another video from Chapman's sergeant, the man accused the officer of attempting to steal his money. I won't say it's not, because I'll tell you the truth. My mother, literally, that's why at one point she was going for the police. She went through the academy, all that shit, had a beating, but they were so corrupt she quit. She lasted like 2 months? That's how bad it is. I'm just saying. I ain't got no trust in them, honestly. But what can you do when you got all the power and a force multiplier and I ain't got shit? I can't do much. Anyways, can you just check in between his legs? He's moving everything. Look, he's moving, the man told the sergeant. Sir, listen to me. Tell me how much cash you had on you. What was the amount? An officer responded. I just want to see. I'm not going to lie. Can you check? I'm not going anywhere. Can you check your fellow officer for me, please? The man said. As an officer approached Chapman's car window, Chapman said, "We're good, we're good." The man continued to ask the officer to check Chapman's vehicle until they listened to his request. They discovered the cash in a lower compartment on the inside of the door. "This is your money?" the officer asked. "Yes, I heard him crumple it up," the man responded. Thank you. All that's being recorded, right?" Chapman was arrested shortly after the incident and resigned from the police department. The video shows a CMPD police officer committing a crime, stealing money from a person who was in his custody. Adherence to the law is an absolute for police officers. The action of former Officer Chapman were a contradiction to what we stand for, CMPD Chief Jennings said in the statement. I want to know what race was that police officer. I'm just wondering. Chapman could go either way. I find it interesting that they mentioned the man's race, but they didn't mention his race, since you want to be so racial about shit. Man, do it both ways. Either way, that's all I can say. Get him. Just a mess. And then y'all wonder why. Hey, Miss Bev, I'm going through it. I'm so glad to talk to you. He was clear? Ooh, okay. Glad to have you. The more people here, the more support I need, because I'm going through it. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's something. But anyways, I want to thank all of y'all for your support and love. And I'm going to ask you right now to please pray for me, because this week I gotta find out if what I did last week will help me out in the long run. I'm not gonna repeat what happened because this is not that time for that shit. My brain's everywhere right now. Anyways, let's check out the next story. You know it's fuckery. You already know it's fuckery. So here we go, y'all.
Emotional content.
So he at it again. That jackass is at it again. Trump courts black men as he pledges to return to a policy that disproportionately targeted them. So, hey, black men, just letting you know this jackass is going back to stop and frisk. You remember that shit? We're all getting stopped and frisked again. And you still want to vote for him. Maybe y'all wasn't alive during that time, but I'm telling you right now, some of these cops are freaky and they're going to cop a feel on your ass. I'm just saying. So please be careful because this is disgusting. We going through it together and keep each other afloat. Thank you so much. Like I said, I did my affirmation, and one of the small wins is that my views have gone up exponentially. I don't know if I'm getting trolled or somebody setting me up for a fall, but hell, I'll take the win for now. I stand on what the fuck I said, and I ain't got no reason to go back on what I said. Okay. And then I got 122 subscribers. So shit, it's something, it's a blessing. And it's, please forgive me for saying that in the same sentence, but I just need it. I need it. Some black folks still living in the matrix. Yeah. So here we go again with, stop and frisk. It's all coming back in one fucking time. We can't handle this shit. This was reported 2 days ago. For years, lawyers and advocates fought the use of stop and frisk, a policing tactic that left a majority of black and brown men who experienced it physically and mentally scarred and distrustful of law enforcement. After a lengthy legal battle, a federal judge in 2013 found it unconstitutional, essentially banning it. Oh, thank you so much. Key pillar of Trump's anti-crime platform, but still former president and current convict and felon. Well, current felon Trump wants to bring it back. Do you hear me? All you dumbasses that keep talking about Trump, you want him back and you want him to represent, and he's your people. You do realize this jackass wants to bring it back, right? He wants you all to experience frisk, all of that shit. That's what I'm trying to explain to y'all. He's trying to bring that shit back. I need y'all to understand that shit. He's trying to bring that motherfucking shit back. Okay, I'm just letting you know. He bringing that shit back, and you dumbasses let him into office, and we all got motherfuckers' hands in our pants. Anyways, let's see here now. A key pillar of Trump's anti-crime platform demands police departments to reinstate stop and frisk, which allows officers to randomly stop and search people for weapons or else risk critical federal dollars flowing into their coffers. I will insist that local jurisdiction return to proven common sense policing measures such as stop and frisk, aka apartheid, you jackass. We had a version of apartheid, and that's what stop and frisk basically is. Lord be with us. I pray people stay woke if he get back in office. No, if he get back in office, we all need to take our asses on. We need to just go ahead and finish what Mr. Garvey started, okay? And take our asses to another country. It ain't got to be the continent of Africa. It could be a deserted island. We was able to get this bitch off of the ground. I'm pretty sure we could do it now. Jesus Christ. Anyways, I will insist that this dumbass says that this is common sense. This is not common sense. It's not. It is simple, but it's not common sense. Not for many black men who are perplexed that Trump would claim to covet their vote, but wants policies that he's not smart. I wish y'all would stop thinking this man is smart. People behind his ass is smart. He's not smart. Oh, Lord. Anyways, Trump could claim to covet their I'm tongue tied right now. But wants policies that have proven to target and hurt black men. Travis Hunter, an author, is one. His first visit to New York about 20 years ago was supposed to be a joyful occasion. He had just signed a major book deal, but within seconds of having left his hotel for a celebration dinner, he said 3 white police officers jumped out of an unmarked car, demanding he press his palms against the wall and spread his legs. They could have been freaky too. Some of them jackasses be using the law to get their little kicks off. That's my opinion. Anyways, when Hunter asked why, he said an officer spat and said, "Shut up, nigger," with a hard R, y'all. The hard fucking R. Where are you coming from? Another officer demanded. Where are you going? Sounds like exactly what Karens be saying. See where it came from? An officer pulled out Hunter's wallet from his back pocket and studied his Georgia driver's license. He tossed the wallet back at me, and they went back to the car and drove off, Hunter recalled. But y'all motherfuckers want respect from us. You get mad when you get flipped off or called all kind of shit and pigs and shit, but then you turn around and you treat us like this. Woo. Let's remember the history of the police. Just saying. He was left standing on the street, stunned, furious, and so violated that he could not even stand to report the incident to authorities. I couldn't even eat after that, Hunter said. I felt totally violated. I still do. You should have went straight. Exactly. You should have went straight to the fuck the police. Go to the damn news office. Go to the news office and tell them about that shit. That's who you go to. When the police do shit to you, you go report that to the media. Trump's calls for stop and frisk come as he's trying to appeal to more black voters, hoping to siphon away support from a key constituency that sent President Joe Biden to the White House in 2020. Trump's appeals have at times been effective, gaining the support from black entertainers like Ye and Sexy Red. Can we please be serious here? Neither of those people are any kind of benefit to us at this point. They are a detriment at most. Neither of them are a help to us, okay? I am not supporting a jackass running around in lingerie, pregnant as all get out. I am also not supporting a fat ass that literally has smoked with the Most High. You are out your mind. I want to live. I'm struggling right now, but I kind of like being alive. Just saying. With stop and frisk, Trump appears to be catering to his supporters who want him to be tough on crime in urban areas, aka racists that want to pick on black people when it's not just us. Despite lows in the national crime rate and hoping that the message also appeals to black voters who are unenthused about Biden and who are more likely to support his economic policies, he's going to make it more expensive for us, you assholes. You don't seem to understand. The more tariffs we have against other countries means we're the ones who have to pay for that shit. Tariff means taxes, jackasses. Sheesh. But with more than 2 million black men having experienced stop and frisk, even some black conservatives who support Trump, like Shelley Winter, a New Yorker who lives in Atlanta, says they are ambivalent about the policy. Dumbass. Stop and frisk is not a bad plan. I'm not opposed to it. Stop and frisk in its activation becomes problematic, said Winter, co-host of Word on the Street with Melanated Macy. Wonder if that's related to the other Macy in Atlanta. In addition to its unconstitutionality, he said, the other problem is that its implementation, because of what you do is you give carte blanche to the police to just do whatever they want, and you live in a constant state of police apartheid. On the other hand, Winter said there are high crime areas where stop and frisk may work, but there are unintended consequences, and those unintended consequences are you just start to pull over and grab and frisk kids that have nothing to do with it. They're going to school, minding their business, but if you have quality police training, then it can be effective. And I repeat, get strict psychologists in there to check these motherfuckers, because you got a lot of people that are coming off with some mental illnesses and they got power, and I don't support it. As a person with mental illness, I don't support a dumbass having power. And if you got dumbasses with mental illnesses that haven't bothered to take care of that shit and take their ass out with a force multiplier or some kind of power over other people, you asking for trouble. And I do support this message. Shit. Anyways, pushing for stop it. Okay, with blah, 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 blah. So it's a nuanced thing. They'll be targeting the wrong people. Before a federal judge found it unconstitutional, essentially banning in 2013, Police Commissioner Ray Kelly defended the practice in an opt-in. His name is R. Kelly, the Wall Street Journal. He wrote that stop and frisk, which he described as proactive policing, prevented more than 7,000 homicides. How do you know? Mostly against men of color. I don't want nobody running around touching me or my family just because of the way we look, unless we allow them to. And personally, I ain't never going to allow you to touch me. I can't stand people touching me personally, unless it's my family. Despite many studies that show black men were targeted more than any other demographic, Trump has indirectly put stop and frisk on the ballot for a November presidential election by asserting repeatedly over the last decade that he wants to federally reinstate it. In this election cycle, especially, Trump and his allies have courted black voters a critical block in a close race, as he has simultaneously pushed for policies that have proven to over-police and traumatize black people in general, and black men in particular. Black men, get your heads out your ass and do the right damn thing. I don't want to sound like Spike Lee, but nah, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. Trump hailed the policy as being so incredible the way it worked. This is the same dumbass that wanted to off the Central Park Five that were innocent. Did they ever catch the real one? I gotta go check that out. I forgot. At a 2016 campaign stop at a black church in Cleveland, 2 years later, addressing the International Association of Chiefs of Police Commission in 2018, Trump said stop and frisk should be enforced in Chicago, even after the city had dropped the practice in 2015 under an agreement with the American Civil Liberties Union. Hey, Jen, hope you're doing well. Oh, it's not a good week for any of us. In a campaign video last year, Trump laid out his agenda on reducing crime. I will insist that local jurisdictions return to proven common sense policing. Measures such as stop and frisk, very simple. You stop them and you frisk them, which is usually just black people, you jackass. Then take your ass to the, I want y'all to do that. If you're going to do it, have them do it in all areas. Go to the suburbs, stop and frisk. Go to the synagogue, stop and frisk. Go to the temple, stop and frisk. Go to the churches, stop and frisk. Go to all of them, god dang it. Don't miss nobody. If we got to be traumatized, let's all be traumatized. Let's trauma bond. If you gonna trauma bond some of us, trauma bond all of us, bitch. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, the Trump campaign did not respond to a request for comments. Man, what the fuck? Okay, so here's the thing. 89% of the people that were stopped and frisked in 2020, stopped and frisked last year were innocent, bitch. You just want to touch people. You're being a pervert and a racist. That's what it is, okay? You're being a pervert and a racist, and you just want an excuse to do it. And who else to do it but a huge pervert and a huger racist? I can't stand that damn man. I wish somebody would whoop his ass. You remember that meme where the football player, the quarterback, got his ass all up in the damn bus? I really wish that would happen for real, because he ain't nothing of good. He really isn't. But you know what? We out of that part. We into better waters, and let's go check out something educational. At least we can get our brain game on while we at it after being pissed off. Here we go, y'all.
So many, so many, so many shit, so many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't got a lie, they know we don't vibe, we living in proof. It's young, constant, shoot my life a movie, I'm living the truth. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that cool. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stove, now we out here breaking the news.
All right, y'all. So I'm about to introduce y'all to some history. Black American athlete who won gold was one of the 1924 Paris Olympics first. The man's name, William DeHart Hubbard. He took home 47 gold medals, y'all, for Team USA, and we still get treated like shit. Dude, he looked like some of them people from that one tribe, real talk. But I wouldn't be surprised if his lineage was very impressive. So this was reported on the 5th. This is just some history for y'all. A century ago, at a small stadium just outside Paris, a college track and field star from Ohio named William DeHart Hubbard took a dramatic leap forward for himself and for all African Americans back home in the segregated United States of America by defeating the hold on, I forgot again, god dang it, I always do that mess. Oh, I hate when I do that. Eventually, when I get my head straight and I can concentrate on this stuff more, I'll be able to do these banners. This is supposed to help me so I can split up the stories faster. I don't know what the hell I did to my camera, but now my screen is doing this, so I might as well use my backgrounds. So y'all, please do forgive. Anyways, let's see here. Okay, by defeating the best long jumpers in the world at the 1924 Paris Olympics, Hubbard became the first Black athlete to win an individual gold medal at the Games. Hubbard's nephew, Kenneth Blackwell, the former Secretary of State of Ohio, told NBC News his uncle recognized that he was carrying the hopes and dreams of millions of Black Americans on his muscular frame when he raced down a track toward a sandpit and leaped into history. He wrote his mother a letter that I now have framed, and the letter simply said that he was going to cross the ocean to become the first Negro to win an Olympic medal in track and field, and he made good. To make her proud, but also to show there are no boundaries that cannot be broken, said Blackwell, who was once mayor of Hubbard's hometown, Cincinnati. If you want to hear more about it, it streams every moment and every medal of the 2024 Paris Olympics. That'll be on Peacock July 26th. I thought they were going to tell us more about this one. A copy of that letter will be on display this month at the Fitzwilliam Museum in Cambridge, England, at an exhibition celebrating the centennial of the 1924 Olympics. Why the hell is it there? Why can't it be in the U.S.? It's a letter from the U.S. While the language Hubbard used is slightly different from the way Blackwell described it, the point the young athlete was trying to get across is the same. Tell Papa I got his letter, but have been busy traveling, etc., and have not had the time to answer. Tell him I'm going to do my best to be the first colored Olympic champion, Hubbard wrote. Actually, I think that's better than the other one because I really just don't like being called Negro. I don't. Negroid, I understand that's a scientific, but I don't like all these fucking names. I'm just saying, that's me. So, yes, congrats to him. He made us proud. I can safely say that. When he got here, he was told that the 100 and the high hurdle were white-only events, he said. He couldn't compete, and he won the medal on the long jump. Camille Padu, a curator at the Musée Municipal d'Art de Histoire. I hate French, and I'm part French. In the city of Columbus, where the main stadium for the 1924 Paris Olympics is located, told NBC News her research confirms that Hubbard was blocked from competing in other events because he was Black. Hubbard's victory was one of several Olympic firsts at the 1924 Games, which were held in and around the City of Lights in the Roaring '20s that were underway. And there's a picture of him. He was quite a handsome young man. Thick ass neck, that's for sure. Among other things, they were the first games to broadcast on the radio, enabling listeners around the world to experience some of the unfolding drama and glory, as well as the pageantry of the opening and closing ceremonies. I don't know how the hell you do the ceremonies when you can't see that shit. Anyways, the main antenna was atop the Eiffel Tower. They were also the first games to have Olympic Village where the athletes would stay. It even included a post office and a hair salon and a restaurant. I wish my job had its own goddamn dormitories, but shit. Fatima Tasso, who is Fatima, mayor of the Paris suburbs of Columbus, I guess that's what it says, which is home to what was then the main Olympic stadium, told NBC News that as far as she knows, the only athletes who actually stayed in the village were from Japan. They were smart. These were also the first games to use the Olympic model Citrus Altius Fortius, which is Latin for faster, higher, stronger. So apparently this was the inspiration of Daft Punk. I don't know. The 50-meter pool with Mark Lanes made its debut at those games and became the standard for all Olympic games that followed. Johnny Weissmuller, the Michael Phelps of this time, won 3 gold medals at the 1924 Olympics, along with a bronze for the team water polo, and went on to star in the series of Tarzan movies, which I've never watched. We're such a talented race of people. Yeah, we are. The Olympics Games also hosted a marked increase in the number of female athletes. Of the 3,089 athletes who competed in Paris, 135 were women. God dang, that's still not a lot. Still smarting from the World War I, the Olympic organizers did not extend Germany an invitation to take part, but countries like Ecuador, Ireland, Lithuania, and Uruguay took part for the first time. In fact, Uruguay's soccer team took home the gold medal. You invite them and they take home your shit. God damn. The U.S. won 47 gold medals, the most of any country. Oh, I thought he won 47. My bad. The 1924 games. One of them was awarded to mixed doubles tennis player Richard Norris Williams, who had survived the sinking of the Titanic in 1912. I don't care. The film-going audience, those games may be best known as the setting for the Oscar-winning movie Chariots of Fire. Never saw it. The 1981 film, don't care. Let's go back to the other guy. Blackwell said the producers of the movie interviewed his mother extensively. When we watched Chariots of Fire, there was my uncle warming up. Oh, okay, so he was in the movies. Okay, good to hear. Blackwell said, my mother said, is that all there is? Unfortunately, that probably was. Tasso said in the 1924 games also saw the rise of what has become an inescapable feature of the Olympics, swag. Everybody loves swag. This is the first merchandise you could say from the 1924 Olympics, she said. Basically, they resemble dolls, and about 6 of them were made representing different sports. What does that have to do with that man? I don't know, but there it is. I hope y'all learned something, but we ain't done yet. I got one more about something that is educational, so let's get to it, because next is the goddamn celebrity shit. Let me get my banner so y'all know what this is about, and I know where to cut. About George Hawker. That's his name. His name is George Hawker. I believe that is the melanated man right there on the left with the very stylish tie. I don't know. He's on the left. So anyway, so July 4th was when this was reported. Story. Let me go ahead and get y'all the story title. George Hawker broke through barriers as one of the CIA's first black spy masters. Didn't think we could do that, did you? Huh? Bet you didn't. Let's see what you guys said. Yes, we are, Terry, and we are hated for it. Yeah, we are. When George Hawker underwent a grueling training course to become CIA spy, much of America was still segregated. That meant Hawker, as a black man, could not go to the restaurants in Virginia to meet with HC instructors playing the part of foreign informants. Different exercises had to be developed for Hawker. I had to have car meetings, whereas my classmates could go and have a nice meal in the restaurant, he said. Out of a class of 75, Hawker was the only black person. He passed the course and went on to blaze a trail as one of the CIA's first black clandestine officers, the first to open a CIA station abroad and the first to lead a branch inside the Directorate of Operations. Hawker's pioneering experience at the spy agency, along with a small number of other African Americans who joined in the 1960s, has been largely overlooked until recently, partly due to the secrecy that requires most CIA officers to serve in anonymity. But the agency recently installed an exhibit dedicated to Hawker at its museum at the CIA headquarters and interviewed him on its official podcast. The CIA got a podcast? Are you freaking serious? I can't buy eggs, but you got a podcast. Unbelievable. And he is, what the hell are y'all talking about? The CIA is supposed to be private. Okay, let me get over that. And he is now writing a memoir saying he wants to pass on lessons that he learned as a black spy master about resilience and determination. Tell us how to get away from these Ross's assholes without them getting in our business. Then we square. In an interview with NBC News, Hawker, 84, described the discrimination he had faced throughout his career and his sometimes harrowing missions overseas. After starting out in the CIA's records department in 1957 while at a student at Howard University, I went there for a little bit, Hawker was later promoted to be an analyst at the CIA, but he was apprehensive about signing up for the spy training course. And that's Hawker with William Webster, the former director. Ooh, look at them. Check that hair. He got that George Jefferson thing going on in there. Seeing no African-American role models at the agency, he planned to leave for the Labor Department to work as an economist. I'm glad you stopped, sir. I had pretty much decided that this was not a place where I wanted to try to make a career, he said. Then Hawker attended the historic 1963 March on Washington, where he stood only 100 yards away as Martin Luther King Jr. delivered his I Have a Dream speech. He was deeply affected by what he saw and heard that day, including seeing black and white Americans walking together peacefully in common cause. That is a beautiful statue right there. That's Harriet Tubman. Hawker said it was a defining moment for me, and I decided that I wasn't going to let bigotry and discrimination define me, and that I was going to be a black spy for my country. He then applied for the junior officer training program and was accepted after finishing his officer training. He entered the agency paramilitary course, the first black person to be accepted, which included stints in simulated jungle settings in various southern states. Southern states? What the hell? I think that's why it's in parentheses. Jungle. What the hell? It was a time of strife and violent clashes in the South with civil rights protests, police dogs, and fire hoses. But the subject didn't come up among his colleagues, Hawker said. And for all those that don't understand the significance of fire hoses, those some big ass hoses, and they were strong enough to rip flesh off. Just letting you know. The only blacks I hate when they say blacks. Oh, I hate that way they say blacks. The only blacks I saw each day were those that were serving food and those that cleaned up our rooms. My classmates never talked about any of those things that we would see on television when we were eating or having a beer at the end of the day. I could use one right now, for real. I've been trying not to drink. And I didn't bring up those subjects, he said. Ooh, Lord, that's an old man. As Hawker's career as a spy got underway, he was sent to Africa for a series of tours. At his first job, he was in an unnamed country. The white agency officer he was replacing broke with customary practice and refused to help Hawker with his new assignment, leaving without introducing him to his key contacts. Hawker had to start from scratch. His first task was to retrieve a listening device in a foreign embassy that was no longer producing a signal, and his CIA bosses were worried that a U.S. adversary may have gotten hold of it. Hawker conducted surveillance of the building where the device had been planted and went with a colleague to retrieve it from janitorial room. But just as they were about to grab it, the building security guard asked them what they were doing here. Hawker pointed to his camera and said he was a photographer and writer with a magazine trying to find a good angle to take a picture of the city through a window. He asked the security guard for his opinion and a pose for a few photos. Smart man. The security guard was delighted to help Hawker. I had him move from one place to the other while I signaled my compatriots to go in and get the equipment, he said. He won praise for getting the device back and went on to other postings in Africa as the U.S. and Soviet Union vied for influence on the continents. I'm not surprised he had to figure it out himself. Shit, that's how I feel. In a tense Cold War, moments in the late 1970s, Hawker was tapped to organize the emergency escape of a KGB spy who had valuable insights for the U.S. intelligence. After a planned drop went wrong, Hawker had orders to arrange an urgent exfiltration of the Soviet agent, setting up a flight with cover story and selecting a rendezvous spot at an out-of-the-way landing strip in West African country, which he still is not allowed to name. Damn. During a nerve-wracking wait for the plane to arrive for the clandestine rescue, Hawker, the KGB spy, and other CIA colleagues sat in the dark in a vehicle near the runway. Hawker, sitting behind the wheel, warned the group to stay silent until the plane arrived. As dawn broke, the plane appeared and the KGB defector was rushed on board. The Russian bid goodbye to Hawker, kissing him on the cheek and hugging him in gratitude. This man saved lives. Good grief. He did that on the fly. Just as the plane reached about 600 feet, the local police drove up. They asked about the aircraft that had just taken off. I explained to them that I had an American who had been bitten by a bat. I was concerned that he might have rabies and we needed to get him to medical treatment right away. This man could be a politician, Hawker said. He told the police that senior officers in their government had approved the flight and the police were satisfied and drove off. Hawker made it back home that morning. The next day, he had a regularly scheduled tennis doubles match with a Western diplomat and two Russian diplomats who were really KGB officers. But Hawker had developed an unusually severe case of the hiccups during the stressful operation and was worried it might make the Russians suspicious. He got a shot from a doctor for the hiccups, and he showed up at the tennis match looking relaxed. The Russians had no idea that Hawker had been up over the last 48 hours. Hawker and his tennis partner won the match. Afterward, Hawker expected recognition and a possible medal for his successful and unprecedented operation. But all I got was a weak, great job, and I didn't hear any more about it, he said. Despite his consistent successes, he said promotions or other professional opportunities often were inexplicably slowed compared to his white colleagues. Fucking assholes. As he wrapped up a series of tours in Africa, including setting up a new CIA station in a African country, headquarters offered him a job in the U.S. as an instructor training new recruits. After all his work, now you want him to give everybody else what he did. Yeah, he did. He put his own life in jeopardy. At least the Russian understood the goddamn gratitude is, bastards. Hawker politely but firmly declined, saying it was time for a job in management. The agency offered him 2 other jobs that his superiors touted as vital to national security. But each time Hawker made clear that after multiple tours abroad, he needed experience as a manager. On the 4th try, he succeeded. Hawker was informed that he would be appointed to overseas intelligence gathering on Soviet and East European operations in Latin America. The first Black director of a branch in the dictatorate. I told y'all my internet is not good right now. Like I said, modem decided to break today. This has been a fucked up staycation. That's all I got to say. I cried most of it. Shit. And shout out to Terry. She had my back. She was there to pray with me. Shout out to Sister Girl. She prayed with me. And shout out to John, my homeboy. He prayed with me. I'm serious. If not for them, I'm not sure where I'd be right now today because shit was seriously manic at one point. But anyways, back to this. Hawker was in a room for historic deliberations on secret missions, including those failed attempts by President Jimmy Carter's administration to rescue American hostages held at the U.S. Embassy in Tehran, Iran. He stayed on as a special assistant to Turner's successor as CIA Chief William Casey in the Reagan administration. The spy agency had moved on from the days when it was dominated almost exclusively by white male graduates of Ivy League schools, Hawker said, and CIA leaders now grasp the importance of hiring with people with different racial, ethnic, religious, or educational backgrounds. But there is still work to be done, he said. I believe that progress is being made, Hawker said. It's slow everywhere. But I think the agency recognizes the importance of having a diverse workforce, not only in terms of color, but also in terms of experience and resilience and ability to move into different environments. Barry McManus, who joined the CIA in 1977 and later became the first Black chief and interrogator and polygrapher, said promoting diversity remains a work in progress at the agency and at other organizations. But Hawker was a role model for others coming up, he said. I think the thing I heard from him the most was the tenacity and persistence and having a drive. If you have that drive and determination, then things would sort of go your way, he said. During one of Hawker's early tours in Africa, a person he knew to be Soviet spy tried to probe him about his feelings as an American facing racial discrimination back home. The Soviet said, "You Black Americans have a lot of problems in your country. How does that affect you?" Hawker said he was determined to send a clear signal to the Soviet agent that he was not open to being recruited. Hawker said, he replied, "Well, we do have a lot of problems, but we're working on them as a nation, and we're going to be all right." Real talk, I don't know what to tell you. Sister Carl will come back when I finish listening. No problem, girl. Do what you got to do. Exactly. My issue here is seriously. Real talk, I wonder, would the Soviet Union treat us better as a people? Because right now, the treatment and all the shit that our ancestors and even some of our people now, our babies are doing, is really beneficial for y'all assholes. But y'all just still don't seem to want to do shit and treat us right. And honestly, right now, you're fucking us all over. Black, white, whatever the hell. Because real talk, all of us are suffering. Fuck, I'm getting tired of rich people. But moving on, let me do the commercial one last time. I'm trying to time them out correctly. And then we'll go ahead and, get into celebrity news because I don't want to hear that. You're having it right now. I've heard a lot of ignorant people because I did a deep dive for myself on who the hell Netta and Charles were because I didn't know. And there was a lot of different accents and I got a little too, it got a little too ignorant for me. So I'm still falling from that too. So here's my commercial, y'all.
It's just me and the fam. 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 Yeah. It's just me and the fam. See my little tay, that's my girl, that's my mascot. No one's go for hours and some hours till we pass out. Stay inside the house, turned up with the racks out. Stay inside the house, turned.
Y'all have to excuse me. I had to get a drink. Nothing alcoholic. Yeah, and that's what I heard, but I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't there, and a lot of people saying propaganda and stuff. I don't care. That's cool. We saw Black Jesus this weekend. That's all that mattered to me. So into celebrity news. It's not a whole lot of news after this. It's just a whole lot of fuckery I keep finding. It's kind of discouraging. Here's what Eddie Murphy thinks about his son dating Martin Lawrence's daughter. Y'all motherfuckers are too close to each other. Why do y'all all live in the same area? I do not know. Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence are comedy legends who have... Give me a second here, shit. I did the banner thing again. I forgot the banner part. There we go. So I can see this shit. Anyways, Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence are comedy legends who have worked together on classics like Boomerang and Life. I did not know he was in Boomerang. Now there's a chance those won't be their only notable collaborations. Man, they might have grandkids now. I don't know what to say. I just hope that he ain't like his daddy. Shit. Eddie's oldest son, Eric Murphy, is currently dating Martin's oldest daughter, Jasmine. The relationship has led to several humorous quips about the couple's possible future. They're both beautiful. They look amazing together, and it's funny. Everybody's like, what is that baby gonna be funny? Murphy told CBS Mornings, our gene pool is going to make this funny baby. Y'all might be funny, but them kids might not be. I don't know. I ain't never seen the kids on stage. He added, if they ever get married and have a child, I'm expecting the child to be funny. Everyone slow down. They're just dating, so relax on the baby talk. However, it's gotten to be a relief for them to know that their families get along. The Beverly Hills Cop XOF star explained that when he and his old friend found out about their kids dating, we were just like, it's cool. Yeah, it was cool. We thought it was cool. I should hope so. As cool as everything right now, there does seem to be a possible sticking point in the future. If Eric and Jasmine go the distance, Martin is already jockeying to get the Shrek star to pay for the wedding. That's smart. I do it. I'm going to try to get Eddie to pay for it, he told Jimmy Kimmel in 2022. Damn, it's that long? Y'all motherfuckers been holding out. I just found this shit out. Ooh. As you would imagine, it didn't go over well with Eddie, who responded to ET Talk saying, no. That's not how it goes. And there goes Hattie in my damn laundry basket. Don't know why. Anyways, my daughter just got married and I had to pay. I really had to pay. And you have to do the same, Martin. Don't try to switch it up. Don't try to change no shit. Do no Hollywood switch. You're paying for the wedding. If it goes down, Martin is paying and the wedding better be wonderful. That is true. Tradition says that the father of the bride pays, and Jasmine is Martin's girl. We're not trying to put any extra pressure on these kids, but if there is a wedding, please make it into a reality show. Grumpy old men, Eddie and Martin planning their weddings. Wedding sounds hilarious. I think the comedy, but I don't want to see no more goddamn reality shows. These damn reality shows be killing me because the shit really makes my brain feel like it's shrinking. For real, just shrinking. Now, y'all noticed my last live where I cammed up before I heard some fucked up news. You might have heard the background, which was authorized by Mr. Lamar to all of the YouTubers and content makers since that epic rap battle. So you should know by now what team I'm on. So let's look at a story about him, y'all.
Emotional content.
So, if none of y'all were paying attention, I was paying attention because I was going through some shit. But either way, Kendrick Lamar's "Not Like Us" video dropped, and a victory lap never looked so sweet. That was a good video, and it had a lot of subliminal shots. A lot. Anyway, so this was reported recently because, yeah. I was in the middle of grilling for a July 4th cookout when my phone started to vibrate constantly. I checked my phone and the first message I saw was in all caps, Kendrick dropped the video. Sometime during the day, Kendrick Lamar dropped the video for his mega hit Drake diss record, Not Like Us. I ain't even gonna lie. I was sitting next to the TV, not the TV, but my computer, when I saw my thing pop up and it had a little #1 in the red, and I clicked on it and I saw the video and I hurried up and went to the video. I was just checking out, I like spoilers. I was checking out the horror movie spoilers, but then I decided I wanted to see what the music video looked like, real talk, because I wanted to know what the hell's gonna happen at what. That's all I wanted to know. Oh shit! I did it again. Banner. Give me a second. There we go. Not Like Us. Ooh, so sorry. Like I said, give me a break here. Like I said, brain is everywhere. Been trying to stay calm, so I'm like, I doubled up on my meds. Whew. Anyways, since I was in the middle of a joyous occasion, I figured I'd peep the video later that evening, but my phone kept buzzing. Words and phrases like Drake must be so mad, and bro were part of more than a few group chats. When I finally watched the video this morning, I laughed to myself. Drake is probably entirely over Kendrick and Not Like Us at this point. I doubt he cares anymore. The dirt has already been kicked on his hip-hop grave. Drake is smart enough to know this. So to me, the video for Not Like Us isn't so much about Drake, but being petty and putting on for the Compton laws. That I don't give a damn what this person says. I enjoyed it. I loved it, and I want to see more of it. Maybe I'm petty. What you want, Hattie? You look constipated. Don't do nothing I wouldn't. Kendrick is having a really good time. That's what I kept thinking to myself throughout the entire runtime of the video. I want to see that preview that he showed. That's what I want. I want to see that preview of the music that he showed right before he did the. I see that, people. I want to see that. Shit, I want to hear that. Anyway, that's what I kept thinking to myself throughout the entire time. Who's that? That's great. Maddie, Mavis and y'all gone. Whatever. Mavis and Hattie are now in the window. Whatever. For a guy whose catalog borders on the serious, he seems to truly be enjoying himself. I mean, he put an OVO, Drake's October very own label. That's what that stands for? That is dumb. Pinata in the video and busted it open. Was there candy in it? That's all I want to know. What's the candy? Don't you bring your ass down here on my computer. I'll pop the hell out you. Get your ass back down there. You wanted to go up there. Stay your ass up there. Shit. Anyways, I'll bet he and Dave Free, Kendrick's creative partner and the video's co-director with Lamar, got an absolute kick out of storyboarding the video. We have Clowning and Crumping and Tam's Burgers, a spot in Compton. Kendrick doing what looks like the LA front yard workout routine with cinder blocks, which reminds me of every LA-based hood movie from the 20s. I counted 21 push-ups if you count that one he was going down when the camera cut. 21. He didn't do 50. Let's see here. Workout, blah, 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 90s. There's DeMar DeRozan and DJ Mustard and Kendrick's former TDE label mates and many people from many neighborhoods. Oh, and Kendrick's longtime partner and the mother of his kids, Whitney Alford, who was the center of some of Drake's allegations. Now, who the hell coming out the window this time? Is that you, Mavis? You went back in there. I bet you did. Anyways, let's see here now. Let's see. Is in the video sea walking with him and their kids and the caged owl. Lord, the caged owl. Did y'all see that owl? That little owl looked pissed. I'm just saying, nobody paid attention. When Kendrick's looking at it from you can see Kendrick's face. The owl looked fine, but when he leave, he must have told that owl some shit. That owl looked pissed. It looked like it wanted to take a swipe at him. I'm just saying. It looked like he wanted revenge for that what part. I'm just saying. But anyways, it's such a hit video and it looks like so much fun that you can't help but realize how much of a good spring and summer Kendrick is having. This video was the first in a long time to make me see him and Kendrick Kendrick is truly having a good time with all of this. I suppose I would be too if I played it all as smartly as he had. Man, that dude was like telepathic. That's all I gotta say. Telepathic all the way. And he deserved it. God dang it. You stop messing with people. The man told you he didn't want to be in that damn thing, and y'all had to take a swipe at his ass. Not only that, then you sat up there and you tried to call war, and then you sat up there and you teased him and you messed with him. You talked about his family, you ignorant bastards. What you expect to happen? So I don't feel bad no kind of ways. But anyways, y'all know what time it is. It's time to do the health. Here we go. So let me get this little thing off of here. There we go. So yeah, Mississippi needs help. Mississippi lacks black doctors, even as lawmakers increasingly target diversity programs. Whew, that was reported 2 days ago. It's not good. So, Jarian Reedy was 9 when his father was admitted to the hospital in Hattiesburg, but 2 hours northeast of New Orleans after sustaining 3 wounds. Reedy recalled visiting his dad in an intensive care unit that summer in 2009, even though children weren't typically permitted in that part of the hospital. Just seeing him laid up in a hospital bed, it was traumatizing to say the least, Reedy said. His father unalived within a week of being admitted in the middle of a 9-month span, when Reedy also lost an aunt and a grandmother. They say death comes in threes, he said. Oh shit, I don't need no more. I really don't. I've already had 2. Fuck. That chain of events promoted him to pursue a career in medicine, one that might help him spare other children from losing loved ones too soon. 15 years later, Reedy has completed his first year at the University of Mississippi School of Medicine, a remarkable feat, and not only because of his career path was born of grief and trauma. Reedy is among a small share of Black medical school students in a state where nearly 4 in 10 people, but only 1 in 10 doctors identify as Black or African American. Of the 660 medical students enrolled in the same 4-year program as Reedy, 82 students, or about 12%, are Black. Let me go back to that. 660 students and 82 are Black. Not even 100. That's fucked up. Medical students around the country are trying to recruit Black, Hispanic, and Native American students, all of whom disproportionately unrepresented in the field of medicine. Research has found the patients of color prefer seeing doctors of their own race, and some studies have shown health outcomes for better patients. Let me try it again. Outcomes are better for Black patients and Black doctors. Let me see what y'all said. UGK making money off both. Yeah, that's going back to that other story. I ain't even gonna lie. Yeah, shit, I wish I had some of that, and you know why. I'm telling you right now. I hope I get a big blessing coming. I really hope for one, because I need it. I'm not saying I deserve it, because believe me, there's a lot of people out there probably deserve a whole lot more than I do for doing a whole lot less or a whole lot more. I'm serious about that. But if I had that blessing, oh Lord. But anyways, like I said, my brain, if I keep flipping, I'm sorry. My brain is just everywhere right now. I don't really know much to do. Doing the live forced me to like look at other things and other stuff that I be using. So please do forgive me about that as well. Just saying that because I have a few my files on StreamYard now that I can use, but it is what it is. But let me continue in this story right here, real talk, because this is a hot mess. Anyways, but a recent swell of Republican oppositions threatened to upend those efforts, school administrators say, and could exacerbate deep health disparities already experienced by people of color. Since 2023, the year the Supreme Court voted to outlaw affirmative action in higher education, more than 24 states, including Alabama, Florida, Mississippi, North Carolina, and Texas, have introduced or passed law restricts or ban diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DEI programs. I don't expect this movement of anti-DEI legislation to slow down or stop at all, said Anton. Anton Gunn, a health care consultant and former head of the Office of External Affairs at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and it likely will exacerbate if Donald Trump gets the opportunity to be president of the United States again. I ain't even lying. Get my ass out of here. Diversity programs face pushback in 2023, Florida and Texas. I don't care. Let's talk about Mississippi. In Mississippi, State Representative Becky Curry and State Senator Angela Burks Hill, both Republicans, introduced separate bills that would have restricted how colleges and universities spend money on DEI initiatives. Both bills died in legislative committees and were not brought before the 2024 legislature for a vote. Thank God. In a statement, Hill said that Mississippi needs more doctors of all kinds, not just more black doctors, and that she thinks money spent on DEI salaries and programs should be reallocated to initiatives benefiting all students. That's fine, because DEI is not just for black people. You can also hire Asian people. You can hire Hispanic people. You can hire Indian people who are still Asian. You can hire Egyptians who are technically African. You can hire Middle Easterns who are considered Asian. I think if we're going continent wide, you can, all of them people are under DEI. Even freaking white women, you jackass, they're under DEI if you didn't know. Woo, get on my nerves. Anyways, qualifications should determine who gets into medical school, not school or socioeconomic statuses. The problem is, here it is. Yeah, there's a good chance y'all weren't going to let them in anyways, even if they are qualified. And most of the students that you sit up there and think are qualified are probably more qualified than the asshole that you let in, because we know for a fact from birth that we need to get our asses moving and hustling so that we can just get a quarter of what y'all asses get. And we still don't get half of that half the time. So don't fuck with me, please. Anyways, anybody can get DEI. Shit, except for white straight males, because y'all basically, you know, I hate to say it, a lot of shit usually flows in your favor. That's the truth of the matter. A lot of it, not all of it, but a lot. Just saying. Jay Green, a senior research fellow at the Heritage Foundation, a conservative think tank, said he believed diversity programs fail for 100 reasons. He cited research he conducted with conservative medical, of course, conservative. Conservatives turning into a damn code word. That's all I got to get. Exactly. Y'all go look that up. Do your history. That's all I'm saying. Do your damn history. But anyways, he cited research conducted with a conservative medical advocacy group called Do No Harm, refuting the premise that access to black doctors improves health outcomes among. Oh, well, that's good. Even if they're conservative, even they said it, that you know, black patients get, you know what I said. That doesn't mean there's no potential benefit for having greater diversity in doctor workforce, Green said. Having more black doctors, for example, might encourage more black children to consider a career in healthcare, he said. But the benefit is not health outcomes. Meanwhile, the school administrators are closely watching the progress of such laws. In March, the University of Florida eliminated all DEI programs and terminated jobs related to those efforts. In Alabama, lawyers and school leaders are grappling with a bill signed the same month by Republican Governor Kay Ivey that bans DEI programs in public schools, state agencies, and universities starting October 1st. We have to be very, very careful, said Richard DeSazzo, who teaches at the University of Alabama's Marnix Hernsick. Oh my God, what's up with this name? School of Medicine in Birmingham, and used to chair a committee that raised money for black medical students. You cannot raise money for black kids. You have to raise money for medical students, he said. A bitter history is a shortage of black doctors isn't unique to Mississippi. The same story could be told in many other places, especially across the South, where more than half of all black Americans live and where health outcomes regularly rank among the worst in the United States. Nobody in Lake Charles really wants to go to the Lake Charles goddamn doctors. I'll go to Texas before I do that shit. I was terrified when I had to bring my mom to the ER. Anyways, but a look at Mississippi, one of the unhealthiest states in the country. Hardly anybody in my family's in that bitch now. There's like 3% left. Shows how the roots of the systemic racism continue to shape the nation's healthcare workforce. A lot of the black physicians in the country have a bitter taste in their mouth about our medical schools, said Demondes Haynes, Associate Dean of Medical School Admission at the University of Mississippi Medical Center, where he graduated in 1999 as one of 4 black students in the class. An estimated 1.1 million black people live in Mississippi, where there are fewer than 600 black doctors. Research suggests health outcomes would improve if there were more. One study published last year in the medical journal JAMA Network Open found that life expectancy was longer among black patients in counties with higher ratios of black PCPs, or primary care physicians. There you go. In a study based in Oakland, California, that involved more than 1,300 Black men, those who were assigned a Black doctor were more likely to agree to screening tests for diabetes, cholesterol, and other health concerns, according to the findings published in 2018 by the National Bureau of Economic Research. We absolutely are not saying every Black patient has to have a Black doctor, Haynes said, but because the patient population in Mississippi is diverse, they should at least have the right to say, "This is what I want," he added. However, most Black patients aren't afforded that choice. Nearly 24 of Mississippi's 82 counties have no Black doctors, while 4 counties claim no doctors at all, according to a physician workforce report published by the state in 2019. Mississippi needs some help. Seriously, you do better. If you knew better, you do better. Shit. For more than a century, dating to its founding in the mid-1800s, the University of Mississippi didn't admit Black students, and that policy applied to its medical school in 1972. Nearly 10 years after the Civil Rights Act of 1964 banned racial segregation in higher education. The first Black physician graduated from the medical school in Jackson. Even the very few Black students were admitted to studying medicine there each year. Before the federal government banned the school from rejecting Black applicants because of their race, aspiring Black doctors who applied were diverted to one of the historically Black colleges and universities, or HBCUs, such as Meharry Medical College in Nashville, Haynes said. Many older Black physicians in Mississippi still remember getting those rejection letters, he said, pointing out the composite photographs of physician graduates that lined the walls of the medical school building in Jackson. Many of the earliest composites dating to the 1950s showcase classes of all white and almost all male students. Mississippi's history, and everybody remembers it, Haynes said. And those people who experienced it, it's hard for them. Real talk. I don't remember ever seeing a doctor in Mississippi. I really don't. I don't remember ever getting a physical in Mississippi. So I don't know. Maybe I had it, maybe I don't. I was very young. But I know I had a lot of health problems with that area. But anyways, let's move on into the weird ass news, and then we're going to end for the night. Like I said, it's been a tough week for, I think, all of us. I love y'all to death. But I just ain't got it in me to continue anymore. After I get off this phone, I'm making a call. I got more prayers to try and collect because, I mean, I don't know who came for me this week, but oh my God, I'm surprised I'm still here. The panic I've been through a roller coaster of things, coming up with plans A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And did they just recycle Tiana's face for a commercial? Yeah, they did. Trying to hide that shit. I'm looking at the weird news and shit. Y'all didn't see it, but I saw it. But anyways, let's get into the weird shit. So, mystery emu found wandering loose through Pennsylvania neighborhood. There he is. There is that motherfucker right there. What is he doing in Pennsylvania, please? I need to know. Seriously, let me get the banner up because I be forgetting about this banner. Y'all need to just catch me on that anyways. And yeah. Basically, what is an emu doing in Pennsylvania? I need to know because I don't understand it. Anyway, this was reported again on the 5th. I guess nothing happens on the weekends. A Pennsylvania police department is trying to find the owner of an unusual escaped pet found wandering loose, an emu. Why is that a pet? Who the fuck is... Okay. The Newton Township Police Department said on social media that patrol officers encountered an emu wandering in the area of Stouffville Road and Rossville Drive. The post included a photo of the emu standing next to a resident's driveway. I hope he didn't pick out nobody's damn car. The department said it is trying to identify the emu's owner so we can return it safely. Yes, so we can also find out who the dumbass is that got that much money that they can get a damn emu that just be parlaying and walking around people's neighborhoods. Seriously, that shit don't make no damn sense. But that was the story. It's a short story, and that's all it is. They didn't say if they caught that bitch. Well, they did catch the bitch, but we haven't caught the damn owner. So I'll update you if I see a story, but I'm really not going to look any more into it. I can't seem to understand what's up with all of y'all and all of these damn strange ass animals as pets. Damn it. Seriously, something's wrong with y'all. If y'all got money for that shit, then damn it, can you donate? How about you donate for some people? Because we all broke out here. But anyways, that's it for the news. I'm sorry if it wasn't up to par. Like I said, I got a new suggestion. I try to rearrange things. My brain is not really focused all the way because of the shit that went down from July 3rd to today. So please give me grace, and I hope to see y'all in the comments. Once again, I am not AI. I'm a human being. I have to get up in the morning at 5:10 and do another 5 fucking days so that I can pay my rent and my car note. Yeah. But anyways, pray for me. I have found a few apartments that I'm gonna look at that might be in my range. I'm gonna need probably government help. So once again, it's good to live in a blue state because I'm struggling. But anyways, good night, y'all. I love you all. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you I'll see you Wednesday. Oh, thank you so much. Enjoy your nights, y'all. I'm gonna mute up now so I can play my outro. And enjoy your nights. God bless. I'll pray for you all because seriously, right now I need it. So I hope you do. I hope you repay the favor. Night, y'all.
I can't stay. No, I always got to go. Lay house if they home with my soul. I can't stay. No, I always got to go. Lay house to stay home with my soul.